And I'm back. A little in the building, and I'm feeling myself by Mac Dre. Play that on purpose. I teased a little bit about a special guest coming up that will join the show. And, it's something I thought about not that long ago. Someone proposes a question on Twitter. Uh, you know, if you could go back to your 18-year-old self and give them some advice, what advice would you give them? And so it kind of got me thinking, looking back over this Giants season and wanting to look at it from not what didn't happen, but just appreciate all that actually did happen. And so, hearing a lot of other sports talk and media, and they're reflecting negatively about what didn't happen during the playoffs. So I wanted to bring on a special guest and talk to them about the 2021 San Francisco Giants season. And the guest is myself, hence Feeling Myself by Mac Dre. I want to talk to March 2021 Stephen Babb. I want the October 2021 Stephen to talk to his before the MLB season starts self and just talk about the Giants season. Let him know, as a lifelong Giants fan, what exactly would be coming up and how excited would you be. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, March 2021, Babb Sports himself, Stephen Babb, everybody. Hey guys, hey, thank you for having me. Thank you. No, thanks for your time today, Stephen. So, March 2021, Stephen, you've lost a little bit of weight in 2021. Let's talk to everybody a little bit about your health plan before we dive into Giants baseball and review the 2021 season. Yeah, so I turned 39 in December, and I decided it was time to make a change. There were a few things happening off the court, as they say, in my life, and I wanted to make a more positive change and kind of think more about the future and my health, and decided to give up drinking. I'm now sober, and kind of get a little bit on a health kick. And on my birthday, December 21st, 2020, I was 260 pounds. And here it is, March 2021, and I'm down to about 215, 220. Wow, congratulations. That's quite a loss of weight there. How did you do it? Well, pretty much, stopping drinking was pretty much the biggest part. Also some keto, intermittent fasting, portion control, and just kind of being smarter about what I eat. Wow, that sounds really cool. Well, as being October 2021, Stephen, I'd like to tell you I stepped on the scale yesterday. I'm 182 pounds. What? Yeah, bro, 182. I can't even picture myself at 182. That's so awesome. Well, March, Stephen, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot for you to feel happy about in this 2021 year as far as it goes with the San Francisco Giants. We'll also talk a little bit more, I think, just because how often you get to talk to your past self with your future self. Yeah, this is going to be a little difficult. Anyway, March, Stephen. Vegas and a lot of pros out there have the Giants at 78 wins this year, over under. Yeah, I saw that, and I see an 88, 89, maybe even a 90 win team this year. I think the pieces that we saw in 2020 will come together, and in a long season that's not COVID shortened, I see this Giants team being about 88, 89, maybe even 90. That would probably make them a wild card team, or right there in the wild card hunt, depending on what the rest of the league does in the National League. And yeah, I see some exciting things. I think that Buster Posey's going to have a good season after taking 2020 off. We'll see Brandon Crawford, I think, more himself. Brandon Belt, I think we'll see have his streaks that he gets on. And I'm excited about these younger pieces, and DeScalfani could be something. Logan Webb, I think, will be good this year, and I think this bullpen could have some pieces that are could get you really excited. Yeah, as October Steven, I remember thinking that, and that was kind of my feeling going into this season, that they could be right there in the wild card hunt. Yeah, as looking at things on paper, that's just what I saw today, or as March Steven. That's what I saw going. Well, all right, March Steven, what if I told you that this team had a chance on the last game of the year to win the National League West? Oh yeah? On the last game, game 162, it could be possibly for the National League West title? Absolutely. It could come down. What would you think the wins would be there? I don't know. 95? Could it be 95? All right, Mark Steven, what if I told you game 162 against the Padres at home could be for the 107th win of the season? What? 107? That would be historical. How could the Giants have a historical season coming off of 2020, everything that we know about this team, everything going into this, all the uncertainty with COVID, and what's going to even happen with fans? And they could win 107 games? Bro, 107. It would be nuts, right? On the last game. And what if I told you the Dodgers had 106 wins, so you needed win 107 to win the West? Well, I mean, the Dodgers having 106 wins makes sense, right? Like that, you could see that, not being that far out of the realm of possibilities. But the Giants right there, game 162 with a chance to have 107 wins. All right, Mark Steven, brace yourself. It's going to happen. The 2021 Giants will win 107 games. And on game 162, Logan Webb, the youngster, takes the bump. And it's all on his shoulders. Either you're a 106 win wild card team, or you have to play a playoff game against the Dodgers to see who wins. So you play 163, and then you play 164 before you even determine if you're in the playoffs. But game 162 of the 2021 win season, 2021 season, 107 game win season. Logan Webb goes out there and he pitches a gem. A gem! Wow. That sounds so awesome. I can't believe that. As March Steven, game 162, Logan Webb goes out, and all that pressure, that game must have been incredible. Oh yeah, March Steven, that game was insane. And guess what? Logan Webb hits a home run. What? Get out of here. Wait a second. Logan Webb not only pitches a gem, he hits a homer. I was like, yeah, he hits a 2-run shot. Talk about pressure. What pressure? There's no pressure here for Logan Webb. On the last game of the year, we, as Giants fans, are rooting and wanting him to go out there and just be good, and he's phenomenal. Logan Webb was great game 162 against the Padres. That just, to me, as March Steven, that I could not be happier. Oh, but wait. There's more. There's more? Absolutely, March Steven. There is absolutely more. Logan Webb pitches in the NLDS against the Dodgers. The Dodgers beat the Cardinals in the wild card game to come in San Francisco and play against the Giants. Logan Webb plays phenomenal. Pitches phenomenal game 1. Comes back out, pitches phenomenal game 5. And the Giants lose 2-1 in game 5. Oh, to the Dodgers? Yeah, to the Dodgers. But that would have been the first time they played in the playoffs in both teams' history. That rivalry, that was made for the postseason. And this is the first time in the Giants lose? Yeah, man. Giants lose 2-1. And I'm not going to tell you how they lose. Oh, is it that bad? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, man. Well, tell me. Just go ahead. Just, you know what? Just tell me. A blown check swing call. What? Wait a second. What? A blown check swing call for a third strike? Yeah, it was quite a letdown. Quite a letdown. Ah, man. October, Steven. I don't know, man. Like, 107 wins sounds like a magical season. Logan Webb, like, is emerging as like the next Bumgarner-esque ace on this squad. And you also have other pitchers. Talk to me a little bit more about the pitching before I don't want to come down just yet. All right, March Steven, that's fair. That's fair. Let's look at pitching for 2021. 4 pitchers, March Steven, 10 plus wins. Ooh, really? Starting pitching got you 10 plus wins out of 4 guys? Uh-huh. And then the 5th guy, Cueto, dealt with injuries all year, and he was 7-7 for you. So he had his high moments, but didn't pitch as well for you as maybe what you would have hoped. Yeah, you know, going into the year, I kind of wanted Cueto to do well, but I wasn't sure. I was kind of on the fence. You know, he's one of those guys that I know he can get you numbers when he's on, but, you know, when he doesn't have it, he really doesn't have it. Yeah, and that kind of just was his season, and he just didn't seem to really find a strong groove all year, although he did shine in some parts. Well, all right, talk to me about some of these other pitchers. All right, Mark Steven. So, the team ranked first in giving up home runs, first in earned runs. They were 7th in strikeouts, but first in walks given up. Gausman, 14-6 was his record, and Webb was 10-4. So those are kind of your biggest bright spots. DeSclafani was good. He struggled at times, but I think he'll mature nicely, and I think he'll be a great piece in this rotation. Alex Wood played very well, and I think he will also bring you a lot of good games coming up into 2022. All right, October, Steven. So pitching was good, is what you're telling me. Yeah, I mean, 107 wins. Your pitching was good. Like, it was fun to watch. The Giants' bullpen was incredible for a lot of the year. Tyler Rogers. What do you think about Tyler Rogers, March 2021, BAB Sports? Well, I do like the kid's funky delivery. He is fun to watch. I do know he has some control problems sometimes, but I do think he's a good bullpen guy. And I think he's a good setup guy and potentially could have closing potential. Well, the Giants and Kapler used him a lot more as a setup guy this year. But the way the Giants' offense was this year, they kept him in games a lot. What if I told you Tyler Rogers finishes with a 7-1 win-loss record and a 2.22 ERA? Ooh, really? That Submariner won 7 games for the Giants? Yeah, man. Like, it was nuts. And he's a bright spot. I think going in 2022, the Giants fans should be happy about Tyler Rogers. I think he will do a lot of great things. And he's going to have his struggles at times just because of his velocity and his delivery. Some days, teams are just going to see him better than other days. Yeah, October, Steven, I can see that. I could see that. All right, we're going to get into the meat in the potatoes here. Something I'm very excited to tell you about. I already mentioned before, 39 years old. You know this, March Steven. So the old guys on this squad, the old guys that all Giants fans have come to know, have come to love, have come to cheer on, and a large portion still love and are reminiscent, and they still are holding on to hope that they can be those studs that they once were. Yeah, October, Steven, I know. It's just... you really want to see it, but there are those fans out there that just are really down on those 3. I mean, understandably, right, March Steven? Yeah, I guess, but all right, March Steven. Here it is. Buster Posey, Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford? What if I told you that one of these guys could legitimately be a National League MVP? Whoa, wait a second. One of our three old guys could be in the MVP conversation? Yeah, bro. MVP, most valuable player. Now, we're a West Coast state, where the Giants are a West Coast team. They're not going to get any love in the MVP vote. Like, we know this, right? Yeah, October Steven, that's probably not going to happen. But, come on. Stop teasing. Hit me with the numbers. All right, here we go. Buster Posey's line for 2021. 113 games. 18 home runs. 56 RBIs. Batting .304, Buster Posey. Whoa, wait a second. You're telling me Buster Posey, who had hip surgery in 2019, took all of 2020 off for COVID concern reasons, and he hits you .304? 18 home runs? That's incredible. From that old guy squatting behind the plate for 113 games, and he hits you .304. And I bet, October Steven, that a lot of those hits in that average were in key moments, at big moments in games, and he really helped carry this team. You'd be right. And only 56 RBIs doesn't seem like a lot, but he did have a lot of key hits, and he did get himself on base, and he did make the team a lot more competitive when he was at the plate. Man, October Steven, that warms my pre-2021 MLB season little heart. That's so awesome to hear that Buster Posey comes out and has such a great season. But wait, yeah, there's more. Brandon Belt. Now, Brandon Belt, he was injured this year. He only played in 97 games. He dealt with a family member. His grandmother passed away from COVID concerns. Oh man, you hate to hear that stuff. Yeah, but he took it hard. His grandmother played a big role in his life, and he was messed up about it. And his first game back that he dedicated to where he hit 2 home runs. Oh, you're kidding me. He came back and hit 2 home runs after that. Yeah, man. Like that was awesome. And that started this streak for Belt. And it just continued. All right, October Steven, let's hear Belt's numbers. Okay. In 97 games, 59 RBIs. Meh. He hit 274. 274. But here's the kicker, March Steven. Here is the whopper. 29 home runs for Brandon Belt in 2021. Get out. I'm like knocking stuff over in here. Get out. Are you kidding me? 29 home runs from Brandon Belt in 2021. Oh my God. October Steven, you get out of here. Trust me, March Steven, I'm sure a lot of people would like me to get out of here right about now. I'm arguing with myself and talking to myself, my past self, on live radio. Nah, you're doing fine. Am I? Anyway, so October Steven, tell me, Brandon Crawford, what did he do? So Brandon Crawford, March Steven, is in and should be top 3, might be top 5, who knows, in the MLB National League MVP race. October Steven, you're kidding. Brandon Crawford in the MVP discussion? Should be. Everybody here in the Bay Area has seen it all season long, and there's few as valuable and even less more valuable than Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford not only gets it done on the field, as we all know, he had a little dip in 2020, like everybody did. Come on. Maybe he didn't field as great. He also dealt with off-field problems, and 2020's season was a little rough on Brandon Crawford. But Brandon Crawford comes out in 2021, and he's just at that Gold Glove level that we all know and love. And since the Giants are a 107-win team this year, nationally they started paying a little bit more attention to what he actually does in the field. So wait, October Steven, does that mean that the national media actually gives him some shine? Yeah, no, it doesn't. But he's still a stud on a 107-win team. Listen to these offensive numbers from Brandon Crawford. Yeah, okay, October Steven, I want to hear him. B. Craw played in 138 games. So, healthy. You know, he played a lot of games this year. Brandon Crawford hit 298. 298. Yes, 298. 90 RBIs. 90. And 24 home runs. Get out of here. Brandon Crawford, stud shortstop, the San Francisco Giants, put up 294, 24 homers, 90 ribbies in 138 games in 2021. October Steven? Yes, March Steven, he did. Definitely should be in the MVP conversation. Definitely a stud and a career year for Brandon Crawford in 2021. At this age, Giants signed him to an extension. No way. Yeah, I didn't mention that, March Steven. The Giants re-signed Brandon Crawford. He's here for another 2 seasons. Get out. Yeah, and it wasn't a ton of money. And it's something that I think will allow Crawford to finish his career in San Francisco. A team like you, March Steven, and like you, October Steven, grew up rooting for here in the Bay Area. Shout out Pleasanton, the home of Brandon Crawford. So that's just fantastic. So, March Steven, I'm going to ask you, given all that I just laid out, the 2021 season for the San Francisco Giants, 107-win team. Incredible season from the old guys. A fantastic season from young up-and-comers. The pitching looks good. The bullpen looks fantastic. The offense... Oh! March Steven. This is the kicker. You ready for this one, March Steven? Is there something more surprising, October Steven? Wait for it. 240. 240 what? 240 home runs. The Giants gave up 240 home runs? No, Mark Steven. No. The Giants hit 240 home runs and led the major leagues in home runs. What? October Steven. Yes. The San Francisco Giants, who play at Oracle Park, who everybody says no home runs get hit in Oracle Park. It is not a hitter's park. It's such garbage. It's such trash to hit there if you're a righty. The San Francisco Giants hit 240 home runs and led the major leagues in homers in 2021. That is just insane. That is right up there with me not believing they're going to win 107 games. 240 home runs out of a ballpark. Now, yes, I understand, October Steven, they didn't all get hit out at Oracle, but a lot of them did. Yeah, March Steven, right? 240. Isn't that incredible? Still can't believe it. It's going to take me at least a couple days as March Steven to wrap my head around what you're telling me as a Giants fan I get to look forward to in 2021. March Steven, I'm not even getting into specifics of individual games because I want you to be just as delighted as I was in watching this season, because there's going to be moments, there's going to be weak stretches of just incredible between the lines baseball that's going to happen, and it's just going to blow your mind, and I don't want to ruin any more of it for you. I've already told you the ending, but now that I have, and I've told you some of the stats, and I told you some of the things that you can expect to see, March 2021, Steven, how do you feel about the San Francisco Giants 2021? Well, October, Steven, this is how I feel. Fan-freaking-tastic. Come on, let's go. I'm March Steven 2021. You just laid out the San Francisco Giants 2021 season for me. I could not be happier. I don't care about losing in the NLDS. Do I care about losing to the Dodgers? Yes. But am I excited for this season and can I not wait to see it unfold? Absolutely. Bring it on. This is March 2021, Steven, talking about the Giants and wanting to see what happens. I want to see 107 wins. I want to see 4 pitchers with 10 plus wins. I want to see the old Ben ball out. I want to see everything that you just told me play out and unfold, and I don't even care that they lose to the Dodgers in the NLDS. That's what I'm talking about, March Steven. And while I have you, and before I let you go, if you got a minute, yeah, of course, what is it? I want to tell you about a couple of other things. San Francisco Giants. We got that out of the way. What if I told you San Francisco 49ers start Jimmy G week 1 at quarterback? As March Steven, I told all y'all faithful out there that would happen. I told you Jimmy G was the week 1 starter. I didn't care how many feathers I was ruffling in the offseason and all winter, since it happened, and Jimmy G got all this, criticism for being hurt. Going into 2021, I knew Jimmy G would be the starter week 1. Yeah, that's not all. They also draft a quarterback. Oh yeah? Who'd they get? Trey Lance. Oh, okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at Trey Lance. Also, guess what? Jimmy G gets hurt. What? Okay, that's it. I don't want to hear any more about Niners 2021. I want to wait to see it myself. Oh, man, you're going to hate 49er Twitter. I already hate 49er Twitter. It's only March. You don't hate 49er Twitter yet. March, Steven. Wait till you get to October. At least I got the Giants. All right, that's going to do it for me and my split personalities of my past March 2021 Steven and my October 2021 Steven's conversation here on Highly Capable. You are listening to Ozcat Radio 89.5 FM KZCT Vallejo. It is Highly Capable. I am Steven Babb. I am on Twitter at BabbSports, BabbSports. And coming up after this break, we're going to talk a little bit about the Niners. They had a bye week. They still take an L. Horrible out there in the Twitter streets for the 49er faithful. We also got some Warriors coming up. A little bit of a preview of the 2021-22 Dubs season. Maybe a little more. We might also talk about a little bit about an anniversary that happened yesterday, 32 years ago. Something pretty important here in the Bay Area. But that's going to do it for this segment of Highly Capable.